lost tribe south.
Shalom, Israel. We the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the commanding General YAHANNA. Look here, we got a safe haven for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and it's not in the Christian church, it's not in the Muslim mosque, it's not in the country community, but it is in the UPK. YAHANNA, tell them what changed your life.
Word on street, they tried to get me. If they could, they would split me. I respect the game. Keep my ear to the street. I move around, so it's hard to hit me in them highways, in them byways. Doing the Lord's work, it ain't my ways. Never will I celebrate no wicked pagan holidays. Cause we break them commandments, some heathens living fat. No shrimp, crab, pork, or lobster. Don't eat none of that. Devil's proud and tall. Trump building that wall. It's the final call. Babylon gon' fall. I'm so serious about these precepts. I memorize my family, my old friends. They see me, they be so surprised. I'm on that other level. I changed my life. I'm doing it right. Demons come back 7 times worse. You gotta be ready for that fight. Selling your soul to the devil, that's something you can't afford. Ain't no game, you serve the Lord. Before I see me walk around with my sword, I'm energized. Gotta build this enterprise. You can see it all in my eyes. America full of them white lies. So many lost in the world, hypnotized.
I pray for a better day. Me and my brothers here to stay. Men of the Lord never go astray. I'm proud to say we're some warriors. And I pray every single day. It's for the brothers in the UPK. Men of the Lord never go astray. I'm proud to say we some warriors. I pray for a better day. Me and my brothers here to stay. Men of the Lord never go astray. I'm proud to say we some warriors. And I pray every single day. It's for the brothers in the UPK. Men of the Lord never go astray. I'm proud to say we some warriors.
At first I was a Christian, then I decided to be a Muslim. With all of the pain my people went through, I was a Black Panther, but now I'm not him. The hell with the red, black, and green, cause now I know what it really means. And the conscious community is unconscious, living in a dream. So I figured I'd be Nuwapian. Ain't nobody stopping him until I heard Commanding General YAHANNA speak, and he dropped the gem. Who are the Israelites? I don't know. I was a street gangbanger. Blacks, Latinos, Native Indians. I found that out. That was a game changer. So I called Officer Shadjala. He said, call Captain Kahan. He told me the I.S.U.P.K was home with the truth, second to none. Started off a young man, did my 90 days and got my name. Everything I wore, I wasn't all black. I was a trooper, man. I worked real hard to get them demons off of my chest. Studied to show myself approved. I prepared to take my officer's test. It was the Lord's will I passed. Shatter the lies, break the glass. Took a vow, I accept the task. Now I'm a priest teaching class.
I pray for a better day. Me and my brothers here to stay. Men of the Lord never go astray. I'm proud to say we some warriors. And I pray every single day. It's for the brothers in the UPK. Men of the Lord never go astray. I'm proud to say we some warriors.
Certified priest, teaching on streets, on a pulpit of wood, behind them signs, holding Shema, got them heathen book kissing. Isaiah 49 and 23.
All right, clap it up. Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the amazing Commanding General YAHANNA. This is the I.S.U.P.K. Houston Wednesday law class. And today we're going to get into a topic that's, you know what I'm saying, that's confusing to a lot of people, man. And, you know, and they misinterpret the scriptures on it, man. You know, some, you know what I'm saying, they applied, and then we got some figs out here. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call fake Israelite groups that that claim that we don't have to do this no more, and that's tithing. So we're gonna get into you know, the breakdown of tithing, you know, where it came from, how it started, you know what I'm saying, who was, you know, responsible for it, and everything. You know what I'm saying? To my left is Preaching Officer 1000 Yeshaya. You know, I'm Officer 500 Ram, and we're gonna get into this, man, and hopefully, well, not hopefully, but we are going to open your eyes to the truth about tithing, man, because the Christian church, you know what I'm saying, they teach tithing, but they don't teach the rest of the law. You know what I'm saying? They teach that the laws are done away with, but they keep this law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, some of these figs out here, you know what I'm saying, they teach that you don't have to tithe at all. You know what I'm saying? And to some people that, you know, they trying to get people to join them and build their numbers. You know, to some people, you know what I'm saying, that's, oh, we ain't gotta pay tithe. Cool. I'ma join y'all boys. You know what I'm saying? Because they're watering down the scriptures just to get membership.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But here in the UPK, man, we're not trying to, you know what I'm saying, fatten our numbers by watering down these scriptures. You know, so you got anything, sir? Come, sir. Go ahead. Come, they hooked up. The one to the right.
There we go. And these figs, these so-called fake Israelites, are so like the Christian church because they water down the scriptures. That's why homosexuals are prevalent in the Christian church. Right. Because they don't get those, 1 Corinthians 69 scriptures or Leviticus 20, 18. They don't get that at all because they water down scriptures to bring in those members, which bring in more money. You know what I'm saying? A dollar means more to them than cleansing the soul of their brother. You know what I'm saying? So like.
Right. So we're gonna start off in Genesis chapter 14, verse 13.
The book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 13. The book of Genesis, chapter 14, verse 13. And there came one that had escaped and told Abram the Hebrew, for he dwelt in the plain of Mamre, the Amorite, brother of Eshcol, and brother of Anar. And these were confederate with Abraham. So like with Abram.
All right. Well, this is also okay. It's explaining that Abram was a Hebrew, you know, but that's a totally different subject and title right now. But just keep that in your head. Go ahead, sir.
Verse 14. And when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive, he armed his trained servants, born in his own house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan.
All right, now this is a classic brotherhood scripture. You know what I'm saying? Abram heard that his brother, you know what I'm saying, was captured. You know what I'm saying? If you ever seen Baby Boy when Tyrese ran in the house to his partner, hey, I just got jumped. And his partner say, by who? Some little niggas. Some little niggas. Keisha, get my gun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So his brother, you know what I'm saying, he saddled up with him. He armed up with him. You know what I'm saying? He trying to pursue these cats all the way to Dan. Go ahead, sir.
Verse 15. And he divided himself against them, he and his servants, by night, and smote them, and pursued them unto Hobah, which is on the left hand of Damascus. Verse
Damascus.
Oh, Damascus.
Yeah, so he found them, he smote them, and they started running. You know what I'm saying? And he followed them all the way to another city or another town. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
Verse 16. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought again his brother Lot and his goods, and the woman also, and the people.
All right, now say when he smote all those people that went and got it, that captured his brother, and you know, to the victor goes the spoils. So he brought back, you know what I'm saying, he brought back they you know, they cattle. So like yeah, they brought back his goods, you know what I'm saying, and the women also.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the people. You know what I'm saying? So now he got more servants. All right, go ahead, sir.
Verse 17. And the king of Sodom went out to meet him after his return from the slaughter of Chedorlaomer, and the king that were with him at the valley of Shavah, which is the king's dale.
Go ahead, sir.
Verse 18. And Melchizedek, king of Solemn, brought forth bread and wine, and he was the priest of the Most High God.
All right, now this is the first mention of Melchizedek. You know what I'm saying? He was, considered the high priest. You know what I'm saying? And when Abram came back, you know what I'm saying, Melchizedek met him with bread and wine. You know what I'm saying? And go to 19, sir.
Verse 19. And he blessed him and said, Blessed be Abram of the Most High God, possessor of heaven and earth. Verse 20. And blessed be the Most High God, which had delivered thine enemies unto thy hand. And he gave him tithes of all.
All right. So when Melchizedek met Abram, you know what I'm saying, he blessed him. You know what I'm saying? He brought out bread and wine and he blessed him. He said, Blessed be the Most High God, which hath delivered thine enemies to thine hand. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord was on Abram's side when he was out there fighting. You know what I'm saying? And Melchizedek blessed him. And so Abram, you know what I'm saying, knowing that Melchizedek is a higher ranked man than him, he gave him tithes. He gave him a tenth of everything that he brought back. You know what I'm saying? That's an increase. You know what I'm saying? So this is where tithes is first mentioned in the scriptures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Melchizedek, you know what I'm saying, he was part of no tribe. You know what I'm saying? He was part the scriptures say that, he had no mother, no father, no descent and everything. You know what I'm saying? But Abram knew that he was a man of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And he showed his respect and his love for him by giving him the tithe. You know what I'm saying? As a priest. All right. So now, in today's time, go ahead, sir.
To bring out a quick point, Abraham is the father of our nation.
Right.
That means he's greater than us, right?
Kind of.
If he tied, we should tie. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? It's just plain and simple.
Yeah, it's plain and simple.
He's
Right.
greater than us. If he did it, I'm gonna do it.
Right.
Like,
Right. So, in today's time, you know what I'm saying, we collect tithes and we give it, in the world, in the Christian church, we give it to the pastors. You know what I'm saying? But the purpose of the tithe, tithe is basically like a government fee. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying, when our nation was established, you know what I'm saying, it was established as a nation, as a government. You know what I'm saying? It was a hierarchy. You had people that ran the function of the nation, that took care of everything. And so that money, you know what I'm saying, was used, to like help the nation function.
If I could,
Go ahead, sir.
we out here paying tithes to the Christian pastor, and they winning no wars for us.
Right.
They selling us to our enemies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That when it's time to vote, you know what I'm saying, that's what they go to the Christian church, and your pastor telling you to vote for your next oppressor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Pushing us further into captivity.
Right. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have that picture soon. You know what I'm saying? When all those black pastors that they circling around Donald Trump, laying at the hands, you know what I'm saying, over this devil, man. You know what I'm saying? So but the tithes are, to help sustain a long lasting society. You know what I'm saying? And if you take care of the government, you know what I'm saying, the money was used, you know what I'm saying, because the Levites, you know what I'm saying, we're going to get into that in a minute on how, you know what I'm saying, they came about of being selected to, to take the tithes. But, you know what I'm saying, the government or the religion, I'm going to just use religious leaders of the nation, the leaders of the nation are supposed to take care of the nation. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
means the hierarchy includes like judges, counselors, priests, and that enabled them to do their job. Doctors, you know what I'm saying? Like the people then, they went to the priest for everything. You know what I'm saying? You even see Christ acting like he a doctor. You know what I'm saying? When he was healing people. You know what I'm saying? The people of Israel went to the leaders for everything. You know what I'm saying? If it was a dispute that you couldn't handle with Matthew 18 and 15 with he and he alone, you know what I'm saying, or whether it was a business, a business venture, whatever it was, you went to the priest. You know what I'm saying, and the priest handled everything. You know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna go to Hebrews chapter 7. And we can start at 2.
Hebrews 7.
Mhm.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 7, verse 2. To whom also Abraham gave a tenth part of all.
Now, from verse 1, it's talking about Melchizedek. All right, go ahead.
Verse 2.
Go ahead. Come.
To whom also Abraham gave a tenth part of all, first being by interpretation king of righteousness, and after that also king of Solemn, which is king of peace.
Mhm.
Verse 3. Without father, without mother, without descent, having neither beginning of days, nor end of life, but made like unto the Son of God, abideth a priest continually.
All right. Now it's saying that, like we were saying earlier, that Melchizedek, was one of those people that Abraham gave a tenth to. You know what I'm saying? So that shows how high on the scale he was compared to Abraham. You know what I'm saying? And Melchizedek was, without father, without mother, without descent. You know what I'm saying? Because, today that we know that, what I'm saying, that the priests were the Levites. We're gonna get into that in a second on how they came about. But before this, this is before Abram's, had kids. You know what I'm saying? So Abraham was paying tithes of Melchizedek. This is before the nation of Israel was even, established. You know what I'm saying? Salaki. Salaki. So it says Melchizedek was without father, without mother, without descent, neither having beginning of days nor end of life. But made like unto the Son of God, abideth a priest continually. You know what I'm saying? On another subject also, this is an appearance of Christ. You know what I'm saying? But that's, like I say, that's a totally different subject. That's gonna stray away. Uh, let's go to verse 4.
Verse 4. Now consider how great this man was, unto whom even the righteous Abraham gave the tenth of the spoils. Verse 5. And verily they that are of the sons of Levi, who receive the office of the priesthood, have a commandment to take tithes of the people according to the law, that is, of their brethren, though they come out of the loins of Abraham.
All right, now it says, now consider this great man, how great this man was until even the patriarch Abraham. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, Melchizedek was a great dude. He was above Abraham. And you're saying, Abraham was a great man according to the Lord, but Melchizedek, was, greater than him. You know what I'm saying? And it's saying, even and verily that they are the sons of Levi, they that are of the sons of Levi who receive the office of the priesthood have a commandment to take the tithes of the people according to the law. So after Abraham had his kids, you know what I'm saying, the Levites, became the priest of the nation. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's saying that, even they paid, tithes, to him, even though they was in Abraham's loins. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show you how uh, the Levites, became the people to be called priests. You know what I'm saying? And this happened all the way back in Exodus, in the wilderness. You know what I'm saying? You can give me Exodus chapter 32.
And if I could,
Go ahead, sir.
it's important to understand the history of tithes, where it come from, because your pastor, he'll tell you anything. he ain't in no priesthood. You know, all he want is your money. That's it. He ain't breaking no scripture down. All he's saying is, sow a seed so you can be blessed. You know what I'm saying? But he don't even know the history of tithes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't showing you in the scriptures where you're supposed to even pay tithes. He's just telling you to pay your tithes so you can have prosperity in your life, and that's it. But the tithes was for the priest. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm.
All right.
32.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to find who was staying. Said unto who was that build up and break it off and gave it to me. Moses stood in the gate of camp. All right, yeah. Start at you can start at 25, 32 and 25. You know, now this is when Moses came back down from the mountain and he saw them, saw the people, you know what I'm saying, dancing around that golden calf, you know what I'm saying, and whatever else they made. You know what I'm saying? So now he had, asking Aaron, like, man, what the hell y'all doing down here? So, Aaron telling like, man, yeah, we basically, you know what I'm saying, we got bored, you know what I'm saying? People wanted something to worship, man. People wanted something to do. You know what I'm saying? So now no, just go to 26. We just gonna get right to it.
The book of Exodus, chapter 32, verse 26. Then Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, who is on the Lord's side? Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him.
All right, now it's time. Now it's time to pick sides. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole nation down there dancing around that golden calf. You know what I'm saying? So Moses was like, all right, who was on the Lord's side? Y'all stand on my side. And if you ain't on the Lord's side, y'all can stay over there with that bull. You know what I'm saying? So, everybody looking around like, man, I don't know, man. We was having a good time though, man. Then the DJ just cut the music. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, we was good in Egypt, man. Even though I had like this little hut, but it was my hut. You know what I'm saying? We was good. You know what I'm saying? I knew how to finesse Massa. You know what I'm saying? Without from beating me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we was good out there. So everybody looking around. Ain't nobody stand up. But the Levites, they stood up like, shoot, hey, we on the Lord's side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Moses, we with you. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead, sir.
Verse 27. And he said unto them, thus saith the Lord God of Israel, put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor.
So Moses gave them the commandment, like, all right, well, you're gonna have to slay your brothers, man. Go from gate to gate and take them out. You know what I'm saying? And Levi, they gun ho. They like, all right, bet, we on the Lord's side. We not trying to go back to Egypt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they did what Moses said do. Go to 28, sir.
Verse 28. And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses. And there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men. Verse 29. For Moses had said, consecrate yourselves today the Lord, even every man upon his son and upon his brother, that he may bestow upon you a blessing this day. Verse 30. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses said unto the people, ye have sinned a great sin, and now I will go up unto the Lord. Peradventure I shall make an atonement for your sins.
All right, we can drop it right there, and we can go to Numbers chapter 3 and verse 6. You know what I'm saying? So right there, everybody that made they stand, and the Levites, took out 3,000 men. You know what I'm saying? Now, Moses is like, man, I gotta go up here and make an atonement for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go up here and apologize to the Lord, and they wouldn't eat me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Slack you, Lord. I don't want, man. I know I was up here with you. You know what I'm saying? I was at the family barbecue. These niggas down here tripping. I'm sorry they down there tripping, man. It's just, I don't know, man. Stockholm syndrome is at its finest, sir. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do, how I'm supposed to atone for this.
If
You know
I
what I'm saying?
could.
Go ahead, sir.
And you see the kind of men, of the Lord that these priests were, war
Right.
ready, taking orders, and ready to slay on demand. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Your Christian pastor ain't picking up no kind of sword. You know what I'm saying? He's picking up
Right.
keys to Benzes. You know what I'm saying? He don't know nothing about priesthood for real. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in the priesthood, you gotta pick a sword up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you giving an order to go and slay, he's scared to get blood on his gators
Right.
and his 9 later suits. You know what I'm saying? All he care about is the money. That's the only color he want to see.
Right.
So
Yeah. You can go ahead and give me that scripture, sir.
Numbers 3 and 10,
3 and 6.
6. The book of Numbers, chapter 3, verse 6. Bring the tribe of Levi near and present them before Aaron the priest, that they may minister unto him. Verse 7. And they shall keep his charge and the charge of the whole congregation before the tabernacle of the congregation, to do the service of the tabernacle.
All right. Now there it is. Now this is where the Lord, is bestowing the service of his tabernacle over to the Levites. You know what I'm saying? He said, gather all the Levites together and put them under Aaron. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to be in charge of, being the priest. They're going to be the ones taking care of, the nations, because they're the ones that exercise the righteous judgment. They're the ones that chose the Lord. You know what I'm saying? All right. You can keep going.
Verse 8. And they shall keep the instruments of the tabernacles of the congregation and the charge of the children of Israel to do the service of the tabernacle. Verse 9. And thou shalt give the Levites unto Aaron and to his sons. They are wholly given unto him out of the children of Israel.
All right, you go to 10.
Verse 10. And thou shalt appoint Aaron and his sons, and they shall wait on their priest office. And the stranger that cometh nigh shall be put to death.
All right. Now we're gonna go to Deuteronomy 18 and verse 1. So now that you know that, after Melchizedek, you know what I'm saying, and once Abraham had his children, had his sons, you know what I'm saying, that the tribe of Levi, you know what I'm saying, in the wilderness, you know what I'm saying, once we were led out of Egypt, you know what I'm saying, was the ones that stood with the Most High at the most trying times. You know what I'm saying? Because by that time, all the nations, you know what I'm saying, they tired of wandering around the desert or the wilderness. They tired, man, we walking around in circles, man, we getting into fights, man, and we supposed to be in the promised land by now. You know what I'm saying? Where the promised land at? I want milk and honey. You know what I'm saying? I like frankincense. I like myrrh. You know what I'm saying? That's they were. I'm sitting up there eating manna that's falling from. I don't want to eat no manna every day. Man, I like goose ankles. I mean giraffe ankles, and you know what I'm saying. Whatever the Egyptians used to cook. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
Deuteronomy 18.
It's a heavy point because that happens today with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to come out of America because of such a, America provides everything. Back then,
Right.
Egypt had full of food they can get, you know what I'm saying? And now they're in the wilderness struggling, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the same that happens to us now with do what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord takes so much away from us. We can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't operate like how we want to be. And that's the same spirit we got today that we had in the wilderness. Like
Deuteronomy 18 and 1, sir.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 1. The priest the Levites and all the tribe of Levi shall have no part, nor inheritance with Israel. They shall eat the offerings of the Lord made by fire, and his inheritance.
All right, now, okay, keep going.
Verse 2. Therefore shall they have no inheritance among their brethren. The Lord is their inheritance,
Right.
as he had said unto them.
All right, now this is where, you know what I'm saying, it says they had no inheritance. Now, so now they are established as the government of the nation. You know what I'm saying? They're in charge of the services of the tabernacle. They're in charge of the people. You know what I'm saying? So this is the Lord's government being established by the Levites. You know what I'm saying? So they're supposed to sustain the long lasting society. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones. They're going to be the judges. They're going to be the counselors. They're going to be the priests. They're going to be the doctors. They're going to do whatever. You know what I'm saying? That the people need the priest for. You know what I'm saying? That's just like now. You know what I'm saying? You got people in the world and people in these other groups calling Captain, General Mahayim or Captain Tazariak for marriage counsel. You know what I'm saying? Because they know we the priests. They just don't want to. They just don't want to get out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy how, you know what I'm saying, people that don't want to join the truth use the truth. You know what I'm saying? You Commander General Hunter ain't this, he ain't that. You know, how you know for sure that he this and that, but then you call, you know what I'm saying, when your rib tripping, you know what I'm saying? Salakia, sir. That's when you get all humble and contrite. Salakia, sir. You know, I'm having a problem with my rib, and he gonna ask you, what's your pedigree? You know what I'm saying? What city are you in? You know, who's your camp leader? Well, I'm not in the school. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the UPK. I'm something. But I just need your counsel. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but don't you got an elder in your little group or whatever?
Right.
Or you might be the elder in your group, but you calling us, you know what I'm saying, for counsel or for whatever else you know what I'm saying it is that you need. All right. So it says that they have no inheritance. So that means they're gonna be, when nations get scattered, they're gonna be scattered with the other nations. So it's gonna be a group of priests in all the tribes. You know what I'm saying? So that way, when it's time for you to tithe and give your offering, you give it to them. You take care of them. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't be farmers. They can't be have a normal job like everybody else, because their job is for you to take care of the nation, take care of you. You know what I'm saying? When you got to sacrifice, for your sins, they're the ones taking that sacrifice. They're the ones making the praying for on your behalf.
And if I could,
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
like you see how like the court system is designed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you finna get hit with the book, or if you finna get judged, or you finna get these fines against you, you know what I'm saying? You will go get a lawyer, you know what I'm saying, to speak for you, to to plead on your behalf. You know what I'm saying? That's what the priest was doing. You know what I'm saying? They was trying to get you right, basically. You know what I'm saying? Before the nation. You know what I mean? Because like one person can mess it up for the whole nation. You know what I mean? Be unclean with a be sick or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Coming to the camp and get everybody sick. You know what I'm saying? If you got a problem, you were supposed to take it to the priest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they would fix it for you. Like what you were saying, they would be the doctor, the lawyer. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They'd be over all that.
Right. And if you was a Levite, you was a priest. You know what I'm saying? Like no other tribe at this time can be you know, be a priest. But I want to go back to Hebrews 7 right quick. And we can start at 11. This is for the people that say, well, we ain't got no Levites on the earth now. So, who's to say that who's a priest and who's not a priest? You know what I'm saying? Well, there ain't no priest, if the Levites not priests. Well, you know what I'm saying? Christ made a way, well, the Lord made a way for us, for anybody to be a priest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Read that for me, sir.
Book of Hebrews, chapter 7, verse 11. If therefore perfection were by the Levitical priesthood, under it the people received the law, what further need was there that another priest should rise after the order of Melchizedek and not be called after the order of Aaron? Verse 12. For the priesthood being changed, there is made of necessity a change also of the law.
If therefore perfection were by the Levitical priesthood, for under it the people received the law, what further need was there that another priest should arise after the order of Melchizedek? You know what I'm saying? Because if the Levitical priesthood was perfect, that means nobody was sinning, nobody was getting in trouble, the nation was not offending the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it was a change that the Lord made, you know what I'm saying, under the order of Melchizedek, because just think about it. Melchizedek was not a Levite. You know what I'm saying? This was before the Levite tribe was even born. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And he was called a priest. You know what I'm saying? So, it was always, the Lord's intent for us to have a government. You know what I'm saying? So, if it was, if it was perfect, then, it wouldn't have been no need for, another to be called priest after the order of Melchizedek. You know what I'm saying? It says, for the priesthood being changed, there is made a necessity of a change of also the law. Go to 13.
Verse 13. For he of whom these things are spoken pertaining to another tribe, of which no man gave attendance at the altar.
All right, now that's talking about Christ, because Christ is a priest, right? And Christ is not from the tribe of Levi. Christ is from the tribe of Judah. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what made it possible for any tribe to be a priest, because just think about it. You know what I'm saying? When if you were a Levite, guess what your job was going to be when you grow up?
Being a priest.
Being a priest. What if you ain't want to be no priest? You're gonna half do the job. You know what I'm saying? You're not really gonna take your job serious. You know what I'm saying? Just say, for instance, you know what I'm saying, uh your great grandpa was a mechanic, your grandpa was a mechanic, your daddy was a mechanic, and then guess what they was passing down to you to be? A mechanic.
Right.
But you don't want to be no mechanic. You want to be a basketball player, or you want to be a doctor or something. You don't want to be no mechanic. So guess what? You're gonna let the business fall.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Your great grandfather established this, you know what I'm saying, this great mechanic shop. You know what I'm saying? One of the best in the nation. You know what I'm saying? It's been passed down from son to son to son, and then when they get to you, because you don't want to be a mechanic, you let it go to hell. You let it go to waste.
Start letting everything slide.
Yeah, starting letting everything slide. You're not tightening the boats all the way.
You juggle the dispute. A brother owe another brother $30. You say just pay him 10. And say that's it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You accepting bribes as a priest. You know what I'm saying, to get favor. And that's what some of these Christian pastors do. You know what I'm saying? The one that pay the most tithes and give the most offering, his judgment is always in favor. So if he has a quarrel with somebody in the church, you know what I'm saying, they take it to the pastor. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, well, yeah, this brother or this sister did this and this did that, and they offended me and blah blah this and blah blah that. Well, brother Sanders, you know what I'm saying, he's an upright guy and blah blah this and blah blah that. You were wrong. You wrong, brother Sanders. And brother Sanders is probably the one that started the stuff. But by him being the biggest tither and the biggest offering giver, the pastor's gonna lean to his side. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it was necessary for, you know what I'm saying, to open the priesthood up to anybody, because a lot, as the tribe of Levi went on, you know what I'm saying, and grew and prospered, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, all the sons, some of the sons, they didn't want to be priests. You know what I'm saying? Some of them probably wanted to be farmers or chariot drivers or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Have a chariot limo service. I don't want to be no priest, Dad. I don't like people like that. I don't feel like judging their matters out. You know what I'm saying? I have trouble judging my matters. So why would I even want to get into a family business like that? All right. So we're gonna drop that and we're gonna go to Numbers 18 and 21. Talakia, Leviticus 27. All right, so now you know that we know, where tithing, you know what I'm saying, where it started from and where, how it developed and how how it ended up, you know what I'm saying? So now we're gonna go into Leviticus chapter 27 and verse 30.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 27, verse 30. And all the tithes of the land, whether of the seed of the land or of the fruit of the tree, is the Lord's. It is holy unto the Lord. Verse
All right.
31.
All right, and that says, and all the tithe of the land, whether it be the seed of the land or the fruit of the tree, is the Lord. It is holy unto the Lord. So whatever, you know what I'm saying, that you grow or what, or what you reap, you know what I'm saying, it is holy unto the Lord. All right, go ahead, sir.
Verse 31. And if a man will at all redeem aught of his tithes, he shall add 3 to the 5th part thereof.
It says, and shall add thereto the 5th part thereof.
Okay.
Right.
He shall add thereto the 5th part thereof. Like.
All right, so tithe, you know what I'm saying? The meaning, anybody know what the word tithe means? All right, the tithe means tenth. So you give the Lord a tenth part of, you know what I'm saying, in the scriptures it says, you know what I'm saying, of your seed or the fruit of your trees. And then, further down it's gonna say about, your herds or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you give the tenth part. So just think of, okay, you missed the time where you missed paying your tithe. So the next time you pay your tenth, then you add a 5% to it. You know what I'm saying? This is what the scripture says. All right. So if you know what I'm saying, if you're going through hard times and you only had enough money to do whatever, you know what I'm saying, and you miss paying your tithe, then the next time you pay tithes, you pay the tenth of that increase. Then you pay, a 5% on top of that. All right. Go to 32, sir.
Verse 32. And concerning the tithe of the herd or of the flock, even of whatsoever passeth under the rod, the 10th shall be holy unto the Lord.
All right. Now it says, now this is for now if you got sheep, goat, chicken, cattle, or whatever, animals, you know what I'm saying, you give a tenth part of you to give a tenth part of that, the tenth of your best. You know what I'm saying? Now these figs, you know what I'm saying, they like to take these scriptures so literal to where, see, we don't have to use money. You know what I'm saying? Like money is not they didn't pay tithes in money. They paid tithes in corn and grain and rice and
Goats.
whatever, goats. We don't. So that means we don't have to pay tithes. Well, you're not a farmer either. Raise your hand or type type a hand in the chat if you're a agriculturalist right now. You know what I'm saying? If you got, what I'm saying, a few hundred goats or a few hundred sheep on your land, you got horses and you got, stuff like that you make money off of or that you sell. Not too many people. You know what I'm saying? Because in today's society, your harvest is money. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's not a farmer. You know what I'm saying? So yes, your increase is money. So yes, you still have to tithe a tenth part of your money, and 10% of the gross, not the net. You know what I'm saying? So that means if you made $2,000, you know what I'm saying, you paid the tithes on the $2,000, which is $200. You don't pay the tithes on if you made $2,000, and then once the government get theirs, and then the insurance, and then child support get theirs, and then you end up with $1,200 or $1,000, and you just pay tithes on the $1,200 or $1,000. No, you pay 10% on the $2,000 because that's your increase. You know what I'm saying? You got to get a Lord his too, because you don't say nothing when because you don't even see when the government take theirs. They getting theirs, and you have no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to Deuteronomy chapter, no, Salakia, Numbers chapter 18, verse 21.
Book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. And behold, I have given the children of Levi all the tenth in Israel for an inheritance, for their service which they serve, even the service of the tabernacle of the congregation.
Right. So there it is, and you know, in the first 5 books of the law, you know what I'm saying? The Lord gives that tenth part to the Levites, I'm saying, or the priest. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they take care of themselves, and that's how they take care of the nation or the people. You know what I'm saying? So they can continue to do the service of the congregation. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you how they say, well, they was tithing corn. Okay, we take corn, rice, yeah, bring all that in. You know what I'm saying? Cause we gonna feed a whole bunch of people with all that rice and corn.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Bring the money too. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing that we do, that Commander Junior Hunter do, because your tithes matters, and your tithes do things here in I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Commander Junior Hunter fed brothers and sisters in Haiti, brothers and sisters in the Haiti, that's from Haiti, that was at the border of in Mexico.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what your tithes do here. You know what I'm saying? It clothes brothers and sisters that are out on the streets. It pays people's rent. It pays people lights. You know what I'm saying? Like Commander General Hunter do not have no jet, no G5 jet, or no Maybach, or no Bentley or nothing like that riding around. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I got to get to the Philly school, so let me go and get in this in this Maserati. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's not doing that. He's buying trucks, refrigerated trucks, and sending them to different cities, man, full of food, full of clothes. You know what I'm saying? That's what a priest is charged to do. You know, go ahead, sir.
If I may, I know you had something, so I just want to step in right quick. I want to big up my father and my brothers, Commander Johanna and my brothers.
Mm-hmm.
He allows us in Houston to go to Walmart every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and get 2 to 3 pallets of food.
Right.
That we go to these neighborhoods, and they, like, people call me during the week, hey, can you come bring us some food? We got people who starving. And these brothers show up like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the best feeling you can have.
Right.
Like when you helping your brother out and you know they need you, man. I'm telling you, school has been the greatest thing I've done with my life. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually get to do something and be a part of something that lifts another brother up. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
right.
Salakia.
Nah, what you're saying is heavy, because you know what I'm saying, and not only, you know what I'm saying, you talking about helping out your brother. We talking about people that's not in your family. It's easy to help your cousin that you grew up with, probably peed in the bed together. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to help one of your partners you grew up with or one of your friends, but helping somebody that you've never seen before in your life, it's a totally different feeling. And doing it with no, I ain't got it, nah, like, hey man, what you need?
Right.
Like, oh, you hungry? Here, take this too. Matter of fact, hey, get this to her. Get this, man. Them on the shoes you got? Let me see what we got in this truck right here. Try them on. Matter of fact, take 2 pair. You know somebody else that need help? Yeah, tell them come on over here. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is in I.S.U.P.K. It ain't, you know what I'm saying, like these other groups, man. I just found out that, some of them you got to have a job just to join them. You know what I'm saying? But they sit up here teaching that that tithes is, you don't have to pay tithes no more. You know what I'm saying?
If I could.
Go ahead, sir.
What you were saying, sir, is heavy because the Lord see that. You know what I'm saying? He give us a penny and we flip it to a nickel. And then he gonna give us a dime. See what we do with a dime. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll go from just feeding 2 apartments. You know what I'm saying? To feeding half of Houston, to all of Houston,
Right.
to Texas. You know what I'm saying? And then we just come together. And then this play fall. And then the tithes would be very important because we have 100 sheep. You know what I'm saying? And we have to give 10, set 10 aside. You know what I'm saying? For the Lord.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If I may, I have been in this truth short time. You know what I'm saying? And it's always the fig or the fake Israelite who talks against the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
It's the one who is doing nothing for Israel.
Right.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Like I found it out recently, like just recently. I found out that somebody was talking down about Israel, about UPK. They have never done nothing for no one but themselves. They can say they're Israel, but the works, they don't do that. But they will gladly talk down about us. Oh, they'll say, man, that was a good thing y'all brothers did going down the, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't doing nothing over here doing this. Or I heard somebody say, and I used to deal with this person. They said Commander General Joe. And when they said that, I cut them off. You know what I'm saying? Because Commander General Joe, he's out here saving niggas' lives. You know what I'm saying? Putting food in people's stomach. You know what I'm saying? While you sitting at home and do nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So big up to Commander General. Also big up to Captain Yadazai.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When Captain Yadazai want to do something, he do that shit. I mean, he do it.
He do it.
He do it. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? He drag us with him.
Right.
Because we gonna do it too. You know what I'm saying?
We're going
But
too.
Salakia.
But and to piggyback off that, well, to lamb back off of that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it was one phone call within a couple days when he said, "Hey, we going to Mexico. Who all coming?" And the response to the brothers was like, "I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Like it was magnificent. You know what I'm saying? To do something. You know what I'm saying? Even if you just did it for the experience, even if you just wanted to get out of town or get away from your rib or get away from anything, you know what I'm saying? You still had to go down there and do some work. You know what I'm saying? Like even the food, like them brothers wake up early in the morning to be at Walmart to get these pallets. You know what I'm saying? Not only load them, but then unload them and then take them to, because everything ain't just no easy access. Because, where a lot of these homeless people are located, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to walk to it. You know what I'm saying? And then, when they see that truck pull up, you can see the sigh of relief on their face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They sitting up there twiddling their thumb and I don't know what we gonna eat today. And they see that truck pull up. Woo! At least we gonna eat good for the day. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have turkeys. And what's crazy? You know what I'm saying? Like when you go to Tent City in Houston, like they got barbecue pits and everything out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they able to cook. You know what I'm saying? Some of those brothers and sisters, man, they military vets, so they know how to survive. You know what I'm saying? They know how to make fires. They know how to, you know what I'm saying, do all type of things. So when you know what I'm saying, because I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, man, we out here giving out turkeys. Where they gonna cook it at? But then Judah, you know what I'm saying, Israelite, man, we so resourceful. I seen a man make a barbecue pit out of shopping basket. You know what I'm saying? They got a whole oven, you know, out of a metal shopping basket. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, well, no sweat. Sure, next time we gonna just bring them some season. They probably already got season and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go to Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 6.
12 and 6.
Come.
If I could,
Go ahead, sir.
you know what I'm saying? Paying tithes ain't hard, man.
It's
You know
not.
what I'm saying? Pay your tithes to Commander General YAHANNA, man. You know what I'm saying? We out here saving lives. You know what I'm saying? You'll pay the weed man half your check, but you won't pay $10, you know what I'm saying, off $100 off of your tithes. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You a selfish bastard, man. You don't care about nobody but yourself. You know what I'm saying? You will see them commercials. If you would just donate 50 cents a day,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, to the kids in Africa. And you know, they scams. They ain't showing you the good part of Africa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They showing you the part that America didn't bomb. But you can't help the people that's in your neighborhood that's starving. You know what I'm saying? The easy equation is to fix your people is to pay your tithes, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get that money to Commander Junior Hunter because we know what to do with the money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to say.
No, what you're saying is heavy, sir. Go ahead.
Verse Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 6. And thither ye shall bring your burnt offerings, and your sacrifices, and your tithes, and heave offerings of your hand, and your vows, and your free will offerings, and the firstlings of your herds, and of your flocks. Verse 7.
All right, now that's you can drop that. Now this is another, you know, commandment where the Lord is telling people to, you know, to bring their tithes in. You know what I'm saying? I just read verse 1 because you know a lot of people say, you know, we enslaved and we in captivity, so we not in Jerusalem, so we can't bring our tithes to Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, this says these are the statutes and judgments which ye shall observe to do in the land which the Lord thy God, thy fathers giveth thee to possess it all the days that they live upon the earth. So wherever you at on the earth is where you can you know, pay your tithes or bring your tithes. You know what I'm saying? The Lord will set a spot in each area where where the Israelites are to pay your tithes. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll go to Deuteronomy 14 and 22. Now, this is one of the scriptures that you know, like I said earlier, like some of these groups, man, they take the scriptures so literal to where they're just saying that's why they believe that, you know what I'm saying, that all we have to do is tithe, you know, corn and you know, vegetables and fruit and meat and stuff. Go ahead.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 22. Thou shalt surely tithe all the increase of thy seed, that the field bringeth forth year by year.
All right. Now, keep in mind, now this is talking about back then when most of our people were farmers or some type of, you know what I'm saying, you know, either farmers or, you know, livestock, you know, people, you know what I'm saying? And this is talking about year by year. So, you know what I'm saying, your plants and stuff grow, you know what I'm saying, you harvest year by year. All right, keep going.
Verse 23. And thou shalt eat before the Lord thy God in the place which he shall choose to place his name there, the tithe of thy corn, of thy wine, and thine oil, and the firstlings of thy herds and of thy flocks, that thou mayest learn to fear the Lord thy God always.
All right, now so it's saying that thou shalt eat therefore before the Lord thy God in the place which he shall choose to place his name. You know what I'm saying? And at this time it was Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? So you brought your tithes to Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? And when you made your offerings, you know what I'm saying, the priests, they'll take it and you know, and they call it burnt offering, but all they doing is cooking it. You know what I'm saying? They cook your lamb, they cook your chickens, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They cook your corn, they cook everything, and you sit there and eat. So everybody's eating. You know what I'm saying? The Levites took care, the temple took, the priests took care of everything and everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like poor people didn't go hungry like that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you brought your tithes in and you brought your burnt offerings in, it was cooked. You know what I'm saying? And everybody ate. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, you know what I'm saying? It's a school in every city, I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the Lord says to bring your tithes. They don't say bring your tithes into the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? Because you got, like in my neighborhood alone, just a quarter mile block, you know what I'm saying? It's 16 churches. You know what I'm saying? So that's 16 pastors getting money. You know what I'm saying? It's 16 pastors getting money. You know what I'm saying? But y'all supposed to be in one body, you know what I'm saying? And supposed to be on one accord.
Right.
But it's 16 pastors getting money.
Right. And if I
Go
could,
ahead.
they ain't putting it towards no land. They putting it towards a Mercedes Benz,
Right.
and a big 2-story house, $1,000 suit. You know what I'm saying? Different $300 wallets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Buying a wife $700 bundles for their hair. You know what I'm saying? Red bottom shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Taking trips.
Right. Now, you know what I'm saying? And people will say, okay, well, well, I'm at least paying my tithes. You know what I'm saying? God don't see no wrong in that. You know what I'm saying? The reason why, you know what I'm saying, the scriptures say that the Most High will wink at your ignorance. This is one of the things that He's winking at. You know what I'm saying? Because you know some people they tithe. You know what I'm saying? In good faith and good and have good intention. You know what I'm saying? When they should be tithing their money here.
Right.
You know, because they tithe it to a church in good, you know, in good with with good intentions. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of the things that the Lord winks at because of your ignorance. You don't know that Commander General Hunter is, you know what I'm saying, of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that the I.S.U.P.K is the one body that Christ is talking about. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is going to wink at their ignorance for now. But once you find out and once you receive that knowledge, you know what I'm saying, there remains no more sacrifice for your sins. You know what I'm saying? So when you see us on the corners on Saturdays, you know what I'm saying, teaching these scriptures, just know we doing it for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because when you actually paying your tithes on Sundays, you sacrifice it to another God. You sacrifice it to a sun God.
Right.
You going to worship on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? That's the first day of the week. That's not the seventh day. That's the first day of the week. You know what I'm saying? You consider Monday the first day of the week because that's when you go to work. That's your first day of work. You know what I'm saying? All right. That was it on that.
Verse 24.
Come on.
Verse 24. And if the way be too long for thee, so that thou art not able to carry it, or if the place be too far from thee, which the Lord thy God shall choose to set his name there, when the Lord thy God had blessed thee. Verse 25. Then shalt thou turn it into money, and bind up the money in thine hand, and shall go into the place which the Lord thy God shall choose.
All right. Now it says if the way be too long, now keep in mind we're talking about farmers and we're talking about livestock men. You know what I'm saying? So if the way be too long for thee, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to gather, you know, you got 100 acres of corn. You know what I'm saying? And trying to put 10 acres of corn, you know what I'm saying, on your mule's back, that's gonna be too much. That's too far.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to do 1/10 of all of everything that you got. So if you got 100 acres of corn and you just got 15 goats or 10 goats that was born born to you. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring them goats. You got to bring all this, 10 acres worth of corn, 5 acres worth of rice or whatever. That's a lot of stuff to be taken, especially if you're not, close to Jerusalem. If you in Jerusalem, it's good. You can go back and forth. You make trips. But if you in Jerusalem, but you stay way, if you got to go tithe in Jerusalem, but you stay way up there in Nazareth, you know what I'm saying? Just random thought, you know what I'm saying? Christ is from the north side. You know what I'm saying? That's a long way. You know what I'm saying? All right. That says now you should turn it into money.
Right, exchange.
So exchange it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so sell everything sell your 10 acres of corn, sell your rams or your whatever, and then you take that money and you take it to Jerusalem. Go ahead.
Verse 26. And thou shalt bestow that money for whatsoever thou soul lusted after, for oxen, or for sheep, or for wine, or for strong drink, or whatsoever thou soul desired. And thou shalt eat there before the Lord thy God, and thou shalt rejoice, thou and thine household.
All right, now it says now you take that money and you go buy whatever you want to. You know what I'm saying? Once you get to Jerusalem. If you want to buy them cattle again, them oxen, go ahead. If you want to buy some liquor and take it to the brothers, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? But it's for whatever you want to do. You don't necessarily have to rebuy corn and give them corn. If you want to give them the money, give them the money. All right. You can go to 26.
27.
20. Come.
Verse 27. And the Levite that is within thy gates, thou shalt not forsake him, for he had no part nor inheritance with thee.
Right. So now you take care of that Levite. That's there. You know what I'm saying? Because they have no part. You know what I'm saying? No inheritance. All right. Now, like I say, these figs, they will take this literal and will say, well, see, you got the Bible don't mention money. You know what I'm saying? It says turn it into money, but then you got to buy the corn or buy whatever, you know what I'm saying, you had, and then give it to the Levites again. It don't say that you have to tithe with money. You know what I'm saying? But you can buy whatever you want to with it. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to one brother, it was hard because he tried to use uh Second Kings chapter 5 and said that the Lord punished somebody for paying tithes. You know what I'm saying? And, it was when, well, let's go to it. We can go to Second Kings chapter 5. And then we can go to start at 25.
2 Kings chapter 5, verse 25. But he went in and stood before his master. And Elisha said unto him, Whence comest thou? Gehazi? And he said, Thy servant went no whither.
All right, so the background to this story, you know what I'm saying? Elisha ended up healing somebody from leprosy. And when Elisha healed his brother from leprosy, the dude, you know what I'm saying, he wanted to give Elisha, you know what I'm saying, a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody, jump your car or, you know what I'm saying, do something for you. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, take this $20, man, for jumping my car, man. Appreciate it. You're like, oh no, I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You're all right, you good. So what happened was when he when the brother offered Elisha, you know, he offered him like 10 shekels of gold, silver, some stuff like that, some mules and some other stuff and some garments. You know what I'm saying? You know, Elisha refused it. So Gehazi, which is Elisha's servant, he was like, man, you gonna pass up on all that stuff. So when the brother was leaving, Gehazi, he went outside and he told somebody, hey man, go catch them brothers, man, and tell them that my servant said, I mean my Lord said, you know, you don't have to give us all that much, just give us this, just give us 2 garments and 1 shekel. You know what I'm saying, or 2 shekels or something like that, and then we'll be good. You know what I'm saying? So when the brother gave it to him, you know, he's like, sure, you could have had anything you want. So the brother gave it to him, and Gehazi, he went and put it up in his house. And so this is the point where Elisha was saying that hey, where you just coming from? He like, man, nowhere. All right, go ahead.
Uh,
26.
verse 26. And he said unto him, went not mine heart with thee, when the man turned again from his chariot to meet thee? Is it a time to receive money and to receive garments? Oh, so like
That's right.
is it a time to receive money and to receive garments and olive yards and vineyards and sheep and oxen and men servants and maid servants?
So, you know, Elisha tell him that this is not a time for us to be trying to collect stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, we doing the work of the Lord. Like we ain't got a charge for that. You know what I'm saying? Christ ain't never charged nobody to heal him. He healed them and sent them on their way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the gist of this and it said and what the brother was saying that the Lord punished him for is verse 27. Go ahead, sir.
Verse 27. The leprosy therefore of Naaman shall cleave unto thee and unto thy seed forever. And he went out from his presence a leprous as white as snow.
All right, so Gehazi ended up getting the same leprosy that the other brother had. You know what I'm saying? Because he ended up lying. He lied on Elisha. You know what I'm saying? And he kept the offerings or you know whatever the payment was for himself, even though Elisha refused it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to take it. He doing the work of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he was punished. You know, the Lord that wasn't even a tenth. That wasn't even a tithe. It was an offering. You know what I'm saying? So that argument that brother made about God punishing somebody for paying tithes, you know, was a lie.
Right.
All right. So we're gonna go to 2 Chronicles 31 and 6. And this is just an example of tithing. You know what I'm saying? This is outside the 5 books, but this is just an example of the nation tithing. 2 Chronicles chapter 31, verse 6.
And 6.
Wakanda.
The book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 31, verse 6. And concerning the children of Israel and Judah that dwelt in the cities of Judah, they also brought in the tithe of oxen and sheep, and the tithe of holy things which were consecrated unto the Lord their God, and laid them by heaps.
No, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's just an example of, you know what I'm saying, the children of Israel in all different cities of Judah, you know what I'm saying, paying tithes. You know what I'm saying? So everybody knew it was a law to pay tithes. Now you won't see where a law changed and said that we don't have to pay tithes no more. So that's why these people that don't believe in tithes and they try to find scriptures like the one in Deuteronomy talking about, we only supposed to pay, use corn and, well, fruit, vegetables, and meat. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, it was food that they needed. But you keep in mind that the Levites were in charge of the nation. They was in charge of the poor people, the rich people, and everything. You know what I'm saying? You can't you can't pay nobody light bill with coin. You know what I'm saying? You can't well I ain't gonna say light bill back then. Well, you can't pay nobody rent for they hut or they tent, you know what I'm saying, with corn or with goat fur. You know what I'm saying? That's like now. You can't pay nobody rent with rice. Like coming, they're gonna look at you like, hey man, you gonna make some gumbo with that, but we need our bread, we need our money. You know what I'm saying? We like our chips with dip. All right. Um, Now we can go to Isaiah 56, verse 9. So now we finna get on these pastors, man, because although you say that the law is done away with, you know, you still apply this law of tithing. You know what I'm saying? Like the Christian pastors, they know the law, but they know you don't. But they know you don't know the law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's easy for them to tell you whatever they want to tell you. You know what I'm saying? In the name of the Lord, because they're supposed to be the ones that's the men of God. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that's supposed to be taking care of the nation. You know what I'm saying? Which they don't. You know what I'm saying? Your pastor, you brag about your pastor Benz that drive by itself, but then you pull up in a Nissan Sentra or beat up Toyota Corolla. You know what I'm saying? You give your pastor all your money, and he ain't helped you with nothing. He just say let Jesus take the wheel. You know what I'm saying? When you pay tithes, it's for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like if you need a counsel, you know what I'm saying, and you go to your pastor and like, man, I need counsel. It can be a marriage counsel. It can be that you just feeling depressed. You feeling defeated. You feeling whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you can't talk to him. He ain't got time for this. So you can talk to the junior deacon or the assistant pastor. No, I give you my tithe. I need to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? You don't give your money to McDonald's and then go try to pick your order up at Whataburger. Yeah, man, I just had a Happy Meal and they said it was gonna be over here. Nah, I gave McDonald's my money, so I want McDonald's to give me my food. You know what I'm saying? So when you give your money here, you're gonna talk to a righteous counselor. You're gonna get righteous counsel. You're gonna get help. If you need something paid, you're gonna get help. If you in this school, I know every school say you missing Passover is not an excuse, because if you open your mouth and say you need help on getting the Passover, trust me, you're gonna get the Passover. You ain't got no money, no sweat. No money, no sweat. Because one of your brothers, one of your sisters got some money. The school got some money that'll help because people pay their tithes. You know what I'm saying? All right, we can go read this, sir.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 9. All ye beasts of the field, come to devour. Yea, all ye beasts in the forest. Verse 10. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
It said his watchmen are blind. You know what I'm saying? Your pastors are supposed to be watching over you. They're supposed to be looking after you, man, but they are blind. They can't see, they don't want to see nothing that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll have to get up out their bed or they'll have to do this. You know what I'm saying? And tend to your matters. Man, if you can just imagine one day of Commander General Hunter or General Mahaiman, just imagine what they go through during a day. You know what I'm saying? It'll almost make you reluctant to call them about your problems. You know what I'm saying? Because not only are they answering the phone 3, 4, 5 in the morning for brothers and sisters in the school, they answering calls from people in the world.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All the people that be talking trash on cross the line, they call Captain Tazari up and ask him for help. Or Captain Katazar. You know what I'm saying? All those people that talk trash on Black Watch, just believe they call the Commander General Yohana for help or for advice or for a breakdown. You know what I'm saying? 3, 4, 5 in the morning. 3, 4, 5 in the morning, man, the drool just started running down the side of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I had to wipe it off and I turned back over. You know what I'm saying? 3, 4, 5 in the morning, I ain't trying to hear it. But you know what I'm saying? And I know that's how they feel, but they answer every beck and call, man. And that's what a priest's supposed to do. That's what he's charged for. All right. You know what I'm saying? They are dumb dogs. They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Man, they love going to vacations with what they call them first ladies. They love going to vacations on your dollar. Yeah, we going on a ministry trip, a ministry retreat. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but a orgy party for all the other pastors and the first ladies. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Right. If I could,
Go ahead, sir.
he wouldn't put a hammer to a nail. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He wouldn't get a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Your pastor wouldn't get a 9 to 5 to support his own career.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he wants you to go to your 9 to 5 all week and pay him.
Right. He wants you to stand in that line, in the $100 bill line. That's your last $100. I want you to stand in that $100 bill line and you sow your seeds. And if you're not standing in this line, you're not gonna get blessed. Well, damn, man, I got $20 left in my gas tank on E. Good night, Pastor. I ain't gonna get blessed, and you ain't gonna take me home either. You know what I'm saying? If I do, give you this $20, because I'm on E like I was putting on the way here. Nigga, the car ready. I'm talking about on its last drop, and it cut off as soon as I parked. You know what I'm saying? I got $20. I ain't want to be late to church. I got $20 left, and you telling me to stand in this line to give you my last $20. I ain't ate nothing. I'm tired of eating all these peppermints that Sister Leonard done gave me.
The ushers be passed.
Yeah, that the ushers done be passed. I'm tired of eating all them Werther's originals. I'm hungry, man. I was gonna put $15 in my tank, and I was gonna go get me some 99-cent burgers, man. You know what I'm saying? But you want me to give you my last $20, and you're not gonna take me home. Good night.
If I could.
Go ahead, sir.
It says, watchmen are blind, they are all ignorant. You know, like your pastor don't know nothing about the scriptures. He don't
Right.
know what he get up there saying. He just say his best work, his best lecture is to say sow a seed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you go to church and he lie to you, love everybody, give you a song and a dance. You know what I'm saying? And he say sow a seed. That's the end of it. That's the
Right.
end of church. So I see why people be lost and just caring about chasing money and everything, because the only thing you get from church is to sow a seed.
Right.
You know, to chase prosperity
Right.
and to get high, and God, he love you, he'll forgive you for all your sins. And that's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I see why our people are lost, because these Christian pastors are ignorant. They don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know what tithes are for. You know what I'm saying? Lying, giving our people a lie and a false dream, man.
Right. And go to 11, sir.
Verse 11. Yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough.
They are greedy dogs which can never have enough. If you own a dog, you know what that means. You put a bowl of food down there, he gonna eat that whole bowl. Put another one down there, he gonna eat that second bowl. And then you sit down at the table and try to eat your meal, and he sit up there looking at you like this here. And you ain't gonna give me none. He's sniffing at you, sniffing around, see if you dropping crumbs and stuff. That's a greedy dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they pass around, like especially don't have a guest pastor come to the church. That ain't nothing but a payday for him. And all he coming to do is to turn you up. He gonna say 5 sweet words and giving honor to God. To the congregation of First Ebenezer, Zion Ecclesiastic Church. And the Lord said, you should activate your soul and activate their love, or whatever they be saying, and you going off. You know what I'm saying? And your pastor back there, yeah, sow seeds. You know what I'm saying? He got a special bucket up there for you.
Right.
And it's full. Go ahead, sir.
I've seen some pastors like when they get into the whole antic of, they praise and worship, they doing the dance and everything. And
Right.
they'll get down off the pulpit and run through the crowd. Like they got the spirit. I think they see somebody drop their wallets. So.
Right.
They done ran down the aisle, kick the wallet to the side so you can get it later.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A step on the Twitter.
Right. Go ahead, sir.
Because they know it's a show, and they know that Negroes want to be entertained more than taught. You know what I'm saying? So the more foolishness that they do, the more money they bring in. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not teaching them any law. You're basically doing the same thing that they did last night in the club.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's basically what they're doing. They coming to be entertained, enjoy themselves, and they go home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that is the Christian church. But yet, people will give to those places because they are being entertained.
Right.
They won't give here because we tell them, hey, you can't do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that'll make them put the money back in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? But here, there is rules and regulations that the Lord has given us. The school has in place that would drive most people away. You know what I'm saying? So like,
come. What you're saying is heavy. As an adult, you don't want to hear You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hear that as an adult. You'll tell a kid that all day. Don't you touch that? Don't you pull that down? You know what I'm saying? But don't you touch that pork chop sandwich? Don't you go to that shrimp crawfish boil? They don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Go keep reading, sir.
His watchmen are blind. Verse 11.
Come.
Yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, every one for his gain from his quarter.
That's why there's so many churches in the hood.
Right.
Because everybody's out for their own gain. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's out to have the fly suit on. You know what I'm saying? The fly shoes on, the fly ride, pulling up at the church. You know what I'm saying? And they're out for their own. They're not concerned about nothing but getting your money. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about getting the next man off of drugs, or stop him from being a homosexual, or stop him from being a murderer, or stop him from eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. They don't care about that. That's why they say the laws are done away with, because they don't feel like correcting you on that. They just want you to remember, hey, if you mess up, sow your seeds and let Jesus take the wheel. That's all they want to say. Because if they have to worry about you, because they know it's going to be a process of trying to get you off drugs. They know it's going to be a process of stopping a woman of being a whore. They know it's a long process, you know what I'm saying, that to get somebody from being a homosexual or eating unclean food. They know it's a long process. and they don't want to deal with that. They don't want to do it. They just rather take the easy way out, take the money and go on about their business. All right, drop that, sir, and we can go to Matthew 23 and 23. We just got a few more, and then we're going to wrap it up.
The book of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 23. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye pay tithe of mint and anise and cumin, and have omitted the weightier matters of the law, judgment, mercy, and faith. These ought ye to have done, and not to leave the other undone.
Right. So like we were saying earlier, you know what I'm saying? You pay the tithe of mint, anise, and cumin, you know what I'm saying? And this another one that them figs talking about. You see, he named seeds. You know what I'm saying? You can't put a $20, you can't put a $20 bill in the ground and then grow a tree of $20 bills. Like, man, that's like the most asinine breakdown or statement ever. That's stupid. You know, see, the scriptures don't say nothing about money. You know, it's talking about seeds. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? It says you pay the tithe of mint, anise, and cumin, but you have omitted the weightier matters. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you're not worried about getting them people off drugs. You hope they stay off drugs so you can get them testimonies, so they get that crying and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you can just tell them to sow their seeds. You know what I'm saying? You're not worried about, you know what I'm saying, mending this brother and that brother relationship. That's why if y'all seen that video on social media where the pastor was up there teaching, and then the dude just came across the camera and just boom, stole off on old boy. Donnell, stop. Donnell. That's all he can say. You know what I'm saying? You're not worried about the weightier matters. You knew them two brothers had a problem a long time ago. But you wasn't worried about it. As long as the nigga paying tithes, it's cool with me. You know what I'm saying? As long as they don't mess up the drum set and the organ, we good. All right. Now we can go to Matthew 25. And we can start at 31.
Matthew chapter 25, verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. Verse 32. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. Verse 33. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Verse 34.
The righteous and the unrighteous. Go ahead.
Verse 34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Verse 35. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Verse 36. Naked and clothed me, I was sick. Salakia. Verse 36. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Verse 37. Then shall the righteous.
All right, you can start right there right now. Now, all right, it says, for I was an hungered, and ye and gave me meat. You know what I'm saying? So like this goes to, how some people would say, you know what I'm saying? Well, I can give, you know what I'm saying, to people and don't have to pay tithes. You know what I'm saying? It's true, but I me personally, I would still rather you pay tithe. You know what I'm saying? Because the scripture says, you know what I'm saying, what have you done to the least of me, least of one of my brethren, you have done unto me. So these is in red. So Christ is saying, So when I was hungry, you fed me. You know what I'm saying? So one of the least of his brothers, you know what I'm saying, when you saw him hungry, you fed him. Or when you saw him thirsty, you gave him something to drink. Now you could have gave him $1. He went and could have went to the store and got an Arizona. Or you could gave him $5. He could have went to Burger King and got his own food. You know what I'm saying? All right. And it says, when I was sick and ye visited me, and when I was in prison and you came unto me. You know what I'm saying? Like when you sick, you go visit people in the sick, make sure they got enough NyQuil or whatever. Or, you know what I'm saying? If you know a brother that's been locked up, you know what I'm saying? Go see him. Put some on his books. You know what I'm saying? At least, you know what I'm saying? Let him see a face that he's familiar with that's on the outside. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know anything about a brother being locked up, man, that thing is mentally draining. You know what I'm saying? You're around all kind of, you know what I'm saying, different spirits and demons, man.
Then when you come out, you're never the same.
And right, you never the same.
It's hard to adjust to reality.
Right. What was your boy name? That ran across the gun line on life. You know what I'm saying? Like he couldn't, you know, he was finna get out, but he couldn't Biscuit. That's his name. You know, Biscuit, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't go home living how he was living in prison.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He went in a straight man. Like he went in, you know what I'm saying? A straight man. But now, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Jangle ain't got a hold of him to him. Now he totally different way.
Right.
He can't go home like that. He wouldn't know how to live like that outside in the world.
Right.
You
Or
know
if
what
you get locked up when you're younger, like, 19, 20, and you get around some older crooks, and they teach you ways, you get to thinking, since you labeled as a crook now, you come out, you get to thinking, I can use all that to try to make it back to the top, make it to the top, and you're going to be right back in prison.
Right.
Because you've been institutionalized and learned the crooked way,
Right. All right, we can drop that and we can go to Tobit chapter 12 verse 9.
Book of Tobit, chapter 12, verse 9. For alms do it deliver from death, and shall purge away all sin. Those that exercise alms and righteousness shall be filled with life.
All right, now this is talking about offerings. Anybody know what alms is? Alms, for time's sake, alms mean charity. You know, alms mean charity. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing charitable work to your brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, it'll keep you from death. You know what I'm saying? But that means, like helping them to the point to where like you're almost changing their life. You know what I'm saying? You're giving them a better option of living. You know what I'm saying?
If I could,
Go ahead.
That's the second greatest commandment, to love thy neighbor as thyself, love thy
Right.
brother as thyself. So if you see a brother that's struggling, he homeless, you can see he's not in the state of mind that a normal person is in, and he looks like he's starving or thirsty, dehydrated or something. You give him $5 to get a meal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That you just performed the second greatest commandment. You can show this brother love.
Go ahead, sir.
I'm gonna tell you, people are. White people know that black people will give to them before they give to black people.
Right.
That's why you see a lot of homeless white people around like these McDonald's and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They sat there because they know that you will give to me before you give to him.
Right.
And we have to change that. Like we lack compassion for it. That's why we don't pay our tithes. We lack compassion for our next brother, knowing that if I get these tithes, they're definitely going to be used to feed a brother, clothe a brother. You know what I'm saying? But hey, damn that. Let me get this money to this white woman who's sitting out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, with her kids and all that. Down there, we got to start being selfish and have compassion when it comes to our own people. And it starts by paying tithes. Love your brother, pay them tithes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get that money to Commander Journey YAHANNA. Shit.
Damn right.
Right. And what you're saying is heavy. You know what I'm saying? And like me personally, Like I don't have no problem giving, you know what I'm saying? It's like you said, you know, loving your brother as ourselves. I like to eat good. I mean, it's evident.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? It's very evident that I like to eat good. So if I'm going to a steakhouse, I wouldn't have no problem buying a homeless man a steak dinner like I like a steak dinner.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying, like it never like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, back then in the world, you know what I'm saying, how some women used to try to trick men into buying them dinner and stuff. And it's like, yeah, you bought me dinner and you ain't getting none. No sweat. I mean, I bought a homeless man a steak dinner yesterday, so it's nothing to me.
Huh.
So I mean, you just charity just like him. I fed your po ass, your po self.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't trick or bamboozle me out of a steak dinner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I saw your po self and you looked like you needed a good meal. So next time you're gonna see me ride by you with that homeless man in the car with me, and we going to Roof Chris, or we going to Steak 48. Me and that homeless man, not you. Then you're gonna feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's it on that, sir.
That was 12 and 9,
Nah,
right?
come on, con. Go to 19, Matthew chapter 19. All right, now, of course, everybody done heard this story before. You know, for all y'all people that have made it in the world, you know what I'm saying? You got everything that you quote unquote prayed for and manifested for and sowed seeds for. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
19, starting at 1,
16, sir.
1916. Book of Matthew. God. Book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? Verse 17. And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, that is, God. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
All right, now it says, you know, this person came and said, Good master, you know, what can I do to enter in life? I mean, what can I do to have eternal life? So, you know, Christ telling him, okay, well, don't call me good. Ain't number one good. That's the Most High. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to enter into life, you keep the commandments. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 18. He said unto him, which Jesus said, Thou shalt do no murder, thou shalt commit no adultery. No, so like thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness. Verse 19. Honor thy father and thy mother, and thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right. So, you know, he giving them some of the 10 commandments, you know what I'm saying, to follow. You know what I'm saying? You know, just to see where he head at. All right, go ahead, sir.
Verse 20. The young man said unto him, All these things I have kept from my youth up. What lack I yet? Verse 21. Jesus said unto him, If thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast, and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven. And come and follow me. Verse 22.
All right, so stop right there, sir. And it says, and if thou wilt be perfect, go and sell that thou hast. You know what I'm saying? So go sell everything you got and give it to the poor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go sell your Xbox, man, or your PlayStation. Man, give up that BMW 7 Series. You know what I'm saying? Give up that iPhone. Go come back to the real niggas. Get an Android, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't need that
You know what I'm
Gucci
saying?
backpack.
Yeah, you don't need that Gucci backpack. You know, sell all this stuff, give it to the poor. You know what I'm saying? Change your lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, to the point to where you back down to bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? You know, because everybody, you got the Gucci backpack and nice car, you know, everybody think you got it. You might got it, you know, no sweat. You know what I'm saying? But your respect level is high. Everybody want to be around you when you got money. You know what I'm saying? But man, come man, sell all that stuff, man, and follow me, and you'll have treasure in heaven. You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit behind it. This young man, he looking at the carnal stuff that's tangible right now. He's not thinking about the future. He not thinking about, what I'm saying? Oh, I want to be a ruler. I want to be a king or whatever. I want to be this and that. You know what I'm saying? In the kingdom of heaven, he not thinking about that because in his mind, he already a king. He already a ruler.
Right.
He got the car he want. He got the woman he want. He got the type of funds he want. He got, whatever he wanted. You know what I'm saying? That he's able to buy, he has it. So to him, he's on top of the world. And you want me to get that up to some type of promise in the near future or in the next life when you come back and rule? Man, I don't know about all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Verse 22. But when the young man heard that saying, he went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions. Verse 23. Then said Jesus unto his disciples, Verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. Verse 24. And again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to come into the kingdom of God.
Right. So, all you people that's very well established, that's sitting on your high horse, if you're not willing to sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, what you have and what you gained to follow Christ, then you won't make the kingdom of heaven. You won't be at the top. You're gonna be at the very bottom, if you even make it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead, sir.
And if I could, what's so cold about this was like Christ already knew what he was up to.
Right.
Like he came and said, Good master. He tried to measure Christ, you know what I'm saying? He
Right.
said, what things should I do to have eternal life? You know what I'm saying? Christ said, Don't call me, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one, and that is God. You know what I'm saying? He gave him commandments, laid it out to him. He said, but if you want to be perfect, he said, you want to be perfect, sell your possessions, you know what I'm saying, and give to the poor and come follow me. You know what I'm saying? He was doing some of the commandments, but if the
Right.
young man knew the greatest commandment was to love thy neighbor as thyself,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, he would have really, you know what I'm saying, did what Christ told him.
Right.
And the coldest part about it, it showed that he didn't see Christ as the good master.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if he was, he would have did exactly what Christ told him.
Yeah, he would have did exactly what Saul and them did. Saul had his own fishing business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He had his own fishing business. And when Christ say, follow me, that nigga left the fishing pole,
Jumped off the boat.
Left the bait. The boat probably wasn't even tied up. You know what I'm saying? And he left the boat and followed Christ. No questions asked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, to a young man, you know what I'm saying? Like, tangible possessions is everything to people in the world. You know what I'm saying? Trying to promise them, you know what I'm saying? Well, you'll have rulership in the kingdom if you just, you know what I'm saying, follow Christ, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I didn't pray for everything I got. So, I mean, I'm good. I'm good with Christ. I'm following Christ. I'm following him, but you're not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you still not helping your brothers. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy, like how some people in the hood, you know what I'm saying, like especially the dope boys, you know what I'm saying? You got this $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 car sitting at a trap house. You know what I'm saying? Like
flashing the money.
Yeah, flashing the money. And every street every house on your street about to fall over. One gust of wind come through there, the whole block messed up. When you could have took all that money you flashed, got your newspaper and looked at the classified, because half of them properties are foreclosed on, because when people, you know what I'm saying, like when they get well established, after grandma died, they don't take care of grandma's house.
Right.
Because they can't wait to get out the hood. So they just leave it there for the taxes to build up and get foreclosed on. Now you could have took that money and bought the whole block. You know what I'm saying? But that's that's a whole nother story. But I'm a
Right. If I could, one more point.
go ahead, sir.
It showed. Salaki.
I just want to make a quick correction. It was Peter and Andrew.
Yeah, Peter Salakia, not
Peter and Andrew.
Saul. I don't know. Right, Salakia, Peter.
And it showed that he wouldn't help Christ. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If Christ was one of those that was poor, you know what I'm saying, which he was, you know what I'm saying, he didn't have all the money in the world, you know what I'm saying, that young man wouldn't help him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I want.
All right. This is Ecclesiasticus out of the Apocrypha, chapter 35, verse 8. Give the Lord his honor with a good eye, and diminish not the first fruits of thine hands. You know what I'm saying? When it says, give the Lord his honor with a good eye, that means be willing to do it. Like, be amped up, be so zealous about giving honor to the Lord and giving, doing things for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And it says, diminish not the first fruits of thine hand. So don't do what Cain did. You know what I'm saying? Don't do what some of these other people do, man, and they just give whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cain, he just gave some vegetables or fruit, whatever he gave,
Right.
whatever he gave, you know what I'm saying? He just gave it, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't the best. It wasn't the first, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't the cream of the crop, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to offer to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So it says do that with a willing eye. I mean a good eye. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a heavy point too.
Right.
What you were saying, because like again, back to with Christ and the young man. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to give $100, you know what I'm saying, when you got 1,000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or a dollar out of 100. But if you got 100,000, you know, and like you the man in that time, and you sell your house, you sell your car, you know what I'm saying, and you give all that to the poor, you done just fed 30,000 people. You know what I'm saying? With 100,000, you done done a great work now on the behalf of the king. You know what I'm saying? You done showed with your money how much you love your people.
Right. Just imagine if Oprah gave her 10% to Commander General YAHANNA. Just her. We ain't talking about Michael Jordan and all these other black celebrities. Just her. Tyler Perry. What if her alone just gave her 10% of what she had? Man. None of us would be lacking. Like nobody. You know what I'm saying? Then you got all these other ones that would, donate. I mean, that would, tie to Commander General YAHANNA. Like, man, this nation will be the sky will be cracking open by now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we'll be back as a nation so strong to where, like, we'll want to come back. Like, come on, Christ, man, you can do it. Come on back. We getting together right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But so the overall of this class was, you know what I'm saying, that tithing still stands. It's still in the law. You're supposed to follow the law, statutes, commandments. Don't listen to nobody that says otherwise. Don't listen to somebody saying that you don't have to tithe because money wasn't part of the law back then. You know what I'm saying? If all you had to do was tithe fruits, vegetables, or whatever you had. I mean, if you want to do that, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, we in society now to where we're not farmers. You know what I'm saying? We computer technicians. We police officers. We you know what I'm saying? We engineers, doctors, lawyers. You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna what's the 10th of your increase? You know what I'm saying? Bullets. If you're a police officer, yeah, I just got 1,000 new hollow points. I'm gonna get a law. I'm gonna get a law at 100 hollow points. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that's kind of asinine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So even now, you will still have to use money to go to the store and buy stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like we're not farmers. Like we don't have to go out there and harvest nothing. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, so with that being said, pay your tithes to Commander General YAHANNA.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And let him help, you know, and let him rebuild his nation, man, under the Lord's, you know, direction. You know what I'm saying? You got anything to say, sir? All right. We got a feast day coming up next month. The Feast of Purim, which is February 14th and February 15th of next month. You know what I'm saying? So just find your the school that's in your city and call a number and see, you know, when they're gonna hold that feast, and you can come learn more about your culture, about your nation. You know what I'm saying? Also, we got the Passover coming up also in April in Cocoa Beach, Florida. You know what I'm saying? So get your funds ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Book your rooms, book your flights, you know, your transportation. You know what I'm saying? To get ready for the Passover. And that's one of the greatest, one of the biggest feast days that we have. So with that, Imagine, which means to stand. Give a courteous salute to the brothers, then the sisters. Men of Israel, Bajim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, how about Shem Yahushua Barakatah? Yad Matah, Saw, face the sisters. Men of Israel, Bajim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, how Shemal Atah Ba Shem Yahushua? Yad Matah, dismissed.